just a little behind the scenes action. Today's Friday, October 9th, and I'm headed down to the neighbors. We're going to be meeting a news crew and talk about the fundraiser we've got going for John.
So in case you missed it or you're not one of our regulars, recently we did a fundraiser for our neighbor who was a former firefighter who got paralyzed, and we succeeded. We got him this rugged tracked wheelchair, and he's going to get some equipment to get back in the outdoors after 17 years. But I'll put a link in the description to a couple of those videos in case you missed them and want to check them out. I'd say that's pretty successful for a brand new food plot right in front of that tower. Season's actually open. Today's like October 2nd or 3rd maybe. Wow. And speaking of food plots, now let me pull up a couple of clips here from a project from today, which was October 25th. So myself, Curtis Rogers, and Zeb, who was one of our neighbors, took all my equipment over to John, who is the guy with the wheelchair now, and we built him basically 2 brand new fall food plots. So here's a sneak peek of that project, but it's going to be a full project. We had a fun time, and definitely stay tuned for updates because we think this is still going to be a good pair of food plots for John. Hopefully he can get back in the blind here soon after over 17 years of not being able to enjoy the outdoors. So this plot here is my original micro plot that I planted very, very late. I planted it in wheat and clover, and it's doing pretty dang good. I mean, we got some clover, we got some swamp weeds coming up too, but obviously they're in here hitting the wheat, so we're just trimming it out. Might be able to hunt this stand this year. These turkeys here are curious to see what the vultures are in down there. Well, that's actually a turkey. There's a coyote down there. Not a live one, of course. So I just got back from Kentucky. This is not a good sign. We'll look at it. I just put the binocs on these doe, and they're eating the radishes already and the brassicas, which it's way too early for that. It's only October 18th. If they continue to eat them now, they're gonna clean that plot out. That doe that we're looking at right now, she just had a whole brassica with a radish in her mouth. Okay, and speaking of deer and deer hunting, I went out here on our Illinois farm for the first time yesterday, October 24th. And I put myself in front of one of my hit listers here. So definitely, if you're into hunting, or even if you just enjoy seeing the wildlife, stay tuned for the full hunting video coming out soon, and we'll see what happened, if anything. And you know, they've come to enjoy the wildlife, and the other thing I was telling her was wetlands are absolutely fantastic for wildlife. Okay, so recently I took a trip up to northern Wisconsin to visit my daughter and my grandson for the first time, and my son-in-law, but they're also looking at property. So I'm going to bring up we looked at a couple of 10-acre parcels. They're looking at potential places to buy and maybe build on to get out in the country some more. And so I'm going to do just kind of a couple of quick videos on how to assess properties, what kind of things to look for, and the pitfalls when it comes to buying property. So those will be coming out in the future as well. Look at how far the hill goes up right here. Okay, so this is how I know my deer strategy is working. I'm laying on the beach getting some sun because it's hot today. It's October 21st. And right over that pond dam, literally 5 minutes ago, that beautiful 9-point buck got captured on my brand new Tacticam. Matter of fact, as I'm talking, he's probably in there munching my food plot. So it feels kind of good to see that. I mean, it's hot. I'm surprised he's out this early, but man, that's just cool stuff. I can't wait to see the video. I've got it set on video mode, but it only sends you a picture, you know, when it sends it to the app. So literally 5 minutes ago, he's out there, and it's all good. So I just got back with the Bobcat. I got new blades on the Blue Diamond, new replacement blades. The first ones held up quite well. I mean, probably 60-70 hours, and then I hit a rock, and I'll show you them. So like I said, they did pretty good. It actually worked just fine. You could see I put a sharp on it, and they still work just fine, which is why I'm keeping these. But I thought, well, I might as well get a new set. I mean, actually Curtis put a lot of hours on it this year. We probably put 80 or 90 hours on that Blue Diamond already. There's the last one. And I didn't think they were going to cost that much. It would cost $650 for a new set. Had I known that, I might have waited. But anyways, now I got the new one and the backup set. You know, like this is still usable for quite some time if you had to.